Araro, araro, araro. Araro, araro, araro. Araro, araro, ariraro. Araro, araro, ariraro.
அப்பா அலை கதை சொல்றேனா?
ஓ சொல்றேனே.
राधे कृष्ण. पुंडलीकवरदा हरि विठ्ठला, श्रीज्ञानदेव तुकाराम, पंढरीनाथ महाराज की जय, संत ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज की जय, जगत गुरु संत तुकाराम महाराज की जय, संत समर्थ रामदास महाराज की जय, छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की जय, भारत माता की जय. So till now we have heard that Afzal Khan is on his way to capture Shivaji Maharaj, and he has a huge army, and slowly as he is passing by numerous villages and towns, his army keeps increasing because all the other Sardars kept joining him. Slowly his army has gone to a proportion of 20 lakh soldiers. Once Afzal Khan left, he decided that what he will do is what he loves doing. And he loves breaking temples, burning villages, and destroying Hindu idols, Hindu gods' idols. That is what Afzal Khan loved to do. Afzal Khan always knew that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was a great bhakta of goddess Bhavani. The cruel mind that he was, the mind of a devil, he ordered his entire army to travel to Tuljapur, where Tulja Bhavani resided. He went there, and as soon as he reached Tulja Bhavani temple, just an hour before that, the priests came to know that Afzal Khan was coming, and they managed to take that particular idol away and they replaced it with another idol. So, when Afzal Khan reached there, the idol he saw was not of Tulja Bhavani Devi. It was a duplicate idol. The Ashtabhuja Murti of Tulja Bhavani was replaced and hidden inside the temple safely. And Afzal Khan thought that he has broken the idol of the actual Tulja Bhavani Devi. But still, Afzal Khan cut off all the hands. He broke the Murti into pieces. He destroyed the entire temple. He destroyed all the other idols in the temple. And he went away from there laughing and happily laughing. From there, Afzal Khan decided that he will break the entire morale of not only Shivaji Maharaj but of the entire Hindu community, and he ordered his troops to go to Pandharpur. But by the time Afzal Khan left from Tuljapur, many people understood that he is going to go to Pandharpur, and they all went to various other temples of Pandharpur and Akkalkot and other places and informed everybody that Afzal Khan is on his way, and the idol of Lord Vittal was also moved. And it was not replaced, the idol place was left empty, and the Lord Vittal's idol was removed from Pandharpur and hidden safely. And when Afzal Khan reached there, he did not find any idol over there, but yet he destroyed the entire temple of Pandharpur. When Shivaji Maharaj came to know about this, he was very, very, very upset. But he couldn't do anything. Afzal Khan came to Fulton from there, and Fulton he had specifically decided because that was the home of Shivaji Maharaj's wife Saibai's own brother, Bajaji Naik Nimbalkar. As soon as Afzal Khan reached Fulton, he caught hold of Saibai's brother Bajaji and he imprisoned him. And as soon as he imprisoned him, he finalized a date when he will kill him. And he ordered that Bajaji would be killed under the foot of an elephant. His head would be crushed. During all these proceedings, Shivaji Maharaj was at Rajgarh. As soon as he heard that Saibai's brother was imprisoned and Afzal Khan was planning to kill him, Shivaji Maharaj didn't know what to do and he became very, very upset because as it is, he was deeply grieving about the demolition of Tuljapur and Pandharpur temples. He sent a letter to Afzal Khan's Sardar, who was Naikji Raje Pandre. Naikji Raje Pandre, although he was Afzal Khan's Sardar, he was still somewhere a good human being and he respected Shivaji Maharaj a lot. When Shivaji Maharaj sent him the letter and requested him to help free Bajaji and spare his life, Naikji went to Afzal Khan and he requested him and he pleaded in front of him and Afzal Khan surprisingly agreed. But Afzal Khan ordered Bajaji to pay him 60,000 gold coins. 60,000 gold coins in those days was as good as a 10 crore, 15 crore amount today. Bajaji had to sell all his land, all his wealth, everything, and he was just left with the clothes he was wearing, but he was freed. Shivaji Maharaj gave him solace and he gave him safety at Rajgarh. Even after this, Shivaji Maharaj did not leave Rajgarh, which was what Afzal Khan wanted. Afzal Khan's real plan was to take out Shivaji Maharaj from his fort and bring him down to the plain land wherein he could defeat him because he knew as long as Shivaji Maharaj was in his fort, it was impossible to defeat Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj did not come down. Afzal Khan left for Vai, and from Fulton to Vai, he killed so many villagers, he burnt all the villagers, all the crops, but yet Shivaji Maharaj did not come because his Sardars never allowed him to leave the fort. Shivaji Maharaj was furious. He wanted to leave and confront Afzal Khan, but then everybody knew that if so many lakhs and millions of people had to survive, then it was only one person who could do it for them. That was Shivaji Maharaj. And for that, they were ready to sacrifice their lives. Afzal Khan left for Vai and he reached there. But still when Maharaj did not come, Afzal Khan started getting jittery. And that is where Shivaji Maharaj won half the battle. Afzal Khan reached Vai. And he wanted to attack Rajgarh. But as soon as Shivaji Maharaj understood that Afzal Khan has reached Vai, Shivaji Maharaj left Rajgarh and he went to Pratapgarh. Afzal Khan, when he came to know about this, he did not know what to do and that time he had to change all his plans. Pratapgarh was a fort which Shivaji Maharaj had built on Mahabaleshwar. This was not a fort which was already existing. This was a fort which Shivaji Maharaj built from scratch. We had heard about this incident in our previous episodes when Shivaji Maharaj was passing Mahabaleshwar and when he saw one particular hill standing out and its vicinity was so pleasing and yet it was a place wherein Shivaji Maharaj could see everywhere throughout a 360-degree view. That is where he built it and he named it as Pratapgarh because Pratap means victory and that fort determined victory. Shivaji Maharaj left for Pratapgarh. It was a very, very strategic move. But before leaving, Maharaj wanted to take the blessings of Jijabai because the thought which Shivaji Maharaj had in his mind was so dangerous that this might probably be the last time he was going to see Jijabai. And why all this? Why do so much? He was a king who had all the riches on earth. He was happy. Everybody loved him. He did not need to go and sacrifice his life. For whom? For what? For Swaraj. For Hindu Dharma. If one person can take such a bold decision of sacrificing his life for the protection of Hindu Dharma, it is our duty to at least follow Hindu Dharma and be proud to be a Hindu. Shivaji Maharaj went to Jijabai and he knelt at her feet and said that, Mother, so far I have only fought wars, I have gone with my army, but this time I wish to meet Afzal Khan one on one, only him and me. Because if I take the army, then we don't have more than thousands and he has lakhs. We will not survive, irrelevant of how much ever we fight. And this time I have to go one on one, only him and me. Bless me, Mother. Any other mother would have told her son that you don't need to go at all. We will manage something, we will do something else. We will think of another way. Shivaji Maharaj was a tiger, and a tiger is born only from a tigress. And that was Jijamata. Jijamata lifted Shivaji Maharaj and she told him that go and take revenge of your brother Sambhaji's death, who was killed because of Afzal Khan's treachery. Go, kill him, take revenge, and then come back. Else, don't show me your face. Imagine Jijamata. This is what a mother is all about. And it was only because of Jijamata that we got Shivaji Maharaj. And only because of Shivaji Maharaj, we should be proud to be a Hindu. Otherwise, we would never continue being a Hindu. Shivaji Maharaj got up, he looked at his mother, again took her blessings, and without turning back, he left. On the way, Shivaji Maharaj also went back again and he took leave of Saibai as well. Saibai was not keeping well. He convinced Saibai that he will surely come back, and Shivaji Maharaj left again for Pratapgarh. By the time Shivaji Maharaj had reached Pratapgarh, Afzal Khan has started doing something which no one expected. What did Afzal Khan do? And what treachery he started doing, that we will look at the next episode. छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज की जय, समर्थ रामदास की जय, भारत माता की जय. राधे कृष्णा.